there was a brief moment of debate as to whether glasses or no glasses. Would you like to show everyone what glasses might have potentially been?
Glasses.
Had we done the interview
glasses
with glasses
option
on?
would be this. Okay, right? Pretty slick, but I decided to go honest Uncle Sam. No
Uncle
glasses.
Sammy Bananas?
Sammy Bananas, that's my name.
For those of you that don't know Sammy Bananas, would you like to tell people all that you were involved with? Because you are involved with quite a bit.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Sammy Bananas. I live in New York City, Brooklyn to be exact. Right now I'm currently involved in Sammy Bananas, my own solo project on Fool's Gold Records. Telephoned, my project with Maggie Horn, where we make covers on the radio better. It didn't exactly make sense, but I think you understand what I'm saying. Miss Fairchild, my funk soul band that I produce for. And other than that, I think that about covers it.
Well, so you DJ, you produce.
True.
And tonight you added a new element that we hadn't seen yet, dancer.
Okay.
How did this come to be as far as a performance? Because I want to talk to you about the performance of you and Maggie Horn and Telephone.
Yeah.
How did this sort of come to be when you guys were putting together the show?
Well, so Maggie and I started working together and doing covers of pop songs about 1.5 years ago. And I think that at some point we had a bunch of stuff ready and we released an EP and we did this mixtape called Off the Hook. And we kind of decided that we wanted to take the show on the road. And that involved with just a vocalist and a DJ, like our current setup is, having something that was going to be engaging, and keep the crowd going. So dance moves and choreography were in order.
If you haven't seen Telephone,
Maggie.
Definitely go see Telephone when you get a chance.
Yes, what Leigh says.
How has the transition been from just being a DJ to being sort of a show DJ and a performance DJ?
I think it's been good. I think that, I've just tried to take the same amount of, I don't know what the word is, professionalism?
Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. I think I just try, I try to be make sure that everything I do meets a certain quality level, for me personally, and so with Telephone, I think Maggie and I both really just worked to make something that was going to be fun, and that was going to be an interesting, fun, engaging show, and hopefully that comes across.
Well, one of the things we talked about before the show is sort of the performance aspect of Telephone and how it fits in with certain sort of parties opposed to just band performance. Obviously you guys are touring behind the mixtape, and the show runs very similar to a mixtape. Is that something you guys thought of doing as far as getting it to blend from song to song to song?
Yeah, and I think that it's very much modeled off of the mixtape which we did first, and I think that it, we're trying to create this thing that's just this crazy, almost live mashup mixed up with my original production, which we turned into covers, and have it be this whole thing that's really referential, and the idea behind the project really is trying to mix pop radio with underground dance music. So that's basically the foundation of the project and the approach to the project, and thus the show. So the show, we're either doing our own covers, which are kind of weird dance remixes, covers of pop songs, or we're kind of doing these live mashups where Maggie is essentially the a cappella over another song that somebody else produced.
Yeah.
But so it's kind of in each situation we're matching this underground dance with pop radio, and I think there's what's been cool is to see how what people respond to, and I think that there's a lot of people who are familiar with the songs and the music that's on the radio, and so if they hear a hook that they recognize, they're going to respond to that, but we might be pairing that with something that's like an underground dance classic or a current hit that they might not be familiar with, and
That's actually something I wanted to ask you. You mentioned that Maggie is sort of the acapella, and in the show you guys run the gamut of genres. Hyphy, snap, disco, funk, hip hop. Have you sort of changed the show as far as the beats underneath acapellas for different regions in which you're located?
Yeah, you know, well, the only, like, I mean, we spent a lot of time trying to get a show that was going to be, you know, have like a narrative, have hills and valleys, and be like really cohesive and compelling. So we haven't changed it that much, and I think that's going to be, you know, in the future we're just going to try to change it up pretty regularly to keep it fresh. But the one thing we did do is when we were down in California, like we couldn't do the Empire State of Mind, like Jay-Z song without having some sort of shout to California. Response. So like, there's some videos on YouTube, but like right in the middle of doing the Empire State of Mind cover, you know, I like spun the track down to slow it down, and we dropped California Love.
Oh, nice.
So that
Oregon got no California Love.
Oregon, you know, like it's not quite the.
We're a neighbor to the north. We didn't, you know.
I mean, you know, I could play some. What would we play? Lifesavers.
Lifesavers. Shout out to Lifesavers, Portland group. Thank you for knowing that, showing your musical knowledge. I like that. Well, so in the show, you do a lot of your own production. A lot of your stuff that you play is your stuff. You gave us a little sample this evening at the end of a future project. Can you tell us anything else about that?
Well, you know, I mean, I'm constantly working on new music and trying to figure out what of that new music is going to actually be released. I have a lot of stuff that I don't quite know where it fits yet.
Fool's gold, by the way. Fool's gold. Don't let him be modest.
But yeah, the last song I played is something I'm really excited about that's going to come out at some point, which is kind of like a two-step kind of like garage track that uses a very recognizable R. Kelly sample.
Can we tell people what
from
it
Bump
is?
and Grind? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean,
no, it's fine. And so right now we're basically trying to go in to see if we can clear the R. Kelly sample, and I mean, fingers crossed, that would be great.
I hope so.
It's too recognizable to kind of just release it without it being cleared. But if it doesn't get cleared, it'll just be for free, which basically everybody wins.
Nice.
So stay tuned for My Body, Sammy Bananas, R. Kelly Jump Off.
I definitely am a fan. It was dope.
Really likes it.
I do like it. I do like R. Kelly as well. But so you sort of have a background with, you know, being involved with production academies, specifically Red Bull Music Academy.
Yes.
Graduate of 03, I think you said?
Cape Town 03.
Can you tell us a little bit about that experience?
Yeah. I mean, I have nothing but like the deepest support and love for the Red Bull Music Academy, and I'm not even like laying this on thick at all, because it's May 2nd, May 3rd actually, 2010, and if I honestly, like, if I hadn't gone and had this experience at Red Bull Music Academy 7 years ago, I definitely would not be doing what I was doing right now, because it was the best positive reinforcement for what I was doing at that point that I could have possibly had. And it's like the kind of thing where, you know, you just realize that you meet a bunch of people. Like, I met Prince Paul, I met Erlen Oye from Kings of Convenience and a lot of other projects. Whitest Boy Alive he's in, and like, especially meeting those two people. I met A-Track. That's basically the foundation of like my connection with Fool's Gold, is meeting him down there. And it's really just like, thanks, man. Yeah, it's really just like.
Later. Woo! Sammy, sweetie, later,
see ya.
Later, hater, whatever. Turn around.
Nice job.
Cool.
He's actually filming right now.
Okay, sorry to
You want
interrupt.
to get Danny from Serious Business?
Shaga.
Oh.
And Clever.
Oh, and sorry, Sam.
Okay,
and Sam,
anyways,
his lover.
Okay, so anyways, that a brief interruption.
This will be an awesome edit
in a
job.
kind of emotional moment, but anyways, edit right now.